So I have not seen this one. Once again, Phoenix, Ruffle Feathers TV here. Sorry. Like, subscribe, comment. Please give me your thoughts. And I just got to start saying that because I feel like the more I say that, the more people really rock with me, right? So yeah, but this one, white liberals asked if black Americans can get an ID to vote. Black voters in Harlem respond, the results are hilarious. Let's get into it. Bruh. Because I haven't watched it yet. Let's see what they talking about.
Usually pretty racist and they're bad. I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so like, we know what we need to carry around.
Yeah, everybody that I know have ID. Like, that's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy cameras?
I know, right? That's the only thing I brought with me.
Those are legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Really?
What does that say to you?
I know it's that. It's on 25th Street.
Do you know where the DMV is around you?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, I believe.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Would you have a problem getting there if you had to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions. You know how to get to the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just checking.
Okay.
And I also heard a lot that black people, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's just stupidity, honestly. Everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid can figure out how to work the internet.
Voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad. I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say they're...
I mean, even if you just look at the type of women that I mean, like, yo, I'm damn near to the point I can call out a liberal white girl. Like, I'm looking, I can just see how she acting, moving, and I'm be like, I can already tell you what she believes in. She believe in 92 genders. She believe in everything. A, B, C, D, L, B, G, T, Q, H, everything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can damn near point them out. And this is just really showing you, like, how disconnected these folks are. White liberals asked if black Americans can get an ID to vote. Then they saying, well, they shouldn't have to need to require one because it's harder for them to figure out to get to the DMV. To get an ID, they don't carry around. They don't have internet. They don't know how to work the internet. Like, yo, this is crazy to me, man. This is crazy. Let me just read some of these comments to y'all. Malcolm X warned everybody about white liberals. Sure did. He sure did. I find this shit highly offensive. Like, what? Democrats make my freaking brain hurt. Beware of the white liberal. Yup, Malcolm X. Democrats spreading the lie. Like, ain't that crazy how Malcolm X called that so far ago? Before the FBI killed him or the CIA, whatever one it was. But like, yo, them white liberals, bro, they are going to tear America apart. I'm sorry to say it. Y'all don't stand on shit. Y'all so woke, y'all sleep. Y'all are willing to just drive off the road just for y'all's own, just to prove you're right or to be so open-minded. Where does tradition lie with liberals? Where does it start? Where does it end? What kind of values do you guys hold? Why can everybody be everything and anything? Like, why? Come on. Like, white liberals are just, bro, that's crazy how.
Those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where
that just makes me question, how far away are these? Like, they must not see they have no black friends. No black friends. White schools that's the problem. These liberals, like, what makes a liberal? Because do liberals be in public schools where a lot of black people be at? Do they exist there? I'm gonna have to say I don't think so. I think these kids in these schools where it's 99% white and they got like 10 black students and 2 black teachers, 1 black teacher. You know what I mean? And they just go through life. Then they go to college. They don't go to no black parties. They're not around. But only thing they see from black people is on the internet. They don't get the full experience of actually hanging out with black people, or minorities as they call them. And then they become full-blown adults, scared of everything, ready to change everything. Everybody's accepted. Everybody da-da-da-da-da. Like, nah, it just shouldn't be this way. I don't understand the disconnect.
and get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
As if it ain't free internet everywhere.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it
Knowledge.
works.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so like, we know what we need to carry around.
Yeah, everybody that I know have ID. Like, that's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, an ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy cameras?
I know, right?
Yeah, they can't even believe it. They like, what? That's what they think about us? Like, you talking about these folks that live in this same city right now as today think we don't have access to internet. We don't know where the DMV is. We need they help. Like, that's what I'm saying. They ain't never been to the other side of town, man. And that's dangerous. I understand wanting to raise your kids in safe places and all that stuff, but that shit, like, you're not going to always be there to protect them kids. You're just not. And the longer you delay them getting that real world experience to where they gonna be able to run, they gonna have to run into some black folks, some minorities that do things a whole lot differently. And when it ain't gonna work the way that they get it, they ain't gonna just be able to get that privilege no more. They need to experience reverse privilege. They need to see what it's like when they're not getting chose for things. And they're like, just because you need to get both sides, you need to experience both sides. The yeses and the nos. Yeah. Things gonna work for you and things gonna work against you. But if you were damn near 30 years old and nothing's never worked against you, you are gonna struggle in life. You need to be able to be like, okay, I've done this before. I remember this feeling. You know, that's why I be like, man, people get older, get their heart broke, man. They got access to cars, guns, this, that. Like, that's why they end up killing people, murdering, because they got the access. They got the access to do it. They are able to do so. When you young, you a kid, you ain't got access. You ain't got a car. You ain't got a gun. You ain't got that. So that it's like an invisible shield and it somewhat protects you. But like this, in this case, in this scenario, these people not being that detached from the reality of African Americans or even minorities, as they call them, which I'm starting to think that's bullshit. Minorities. I don't even think we that minority really like that. How they say it, because here's why I say, if they got Africa on the map way smaller than it actually is compared to these other countries, why wouldn't they use that same ideology to make us think we're the minority when we probably the majority? I don't care what, it's niggas everywhere. Knock it off. It's niggas everywhere. Everywhere you go, it's some niggas. Like, y'all, I'm not falling for it no more, this minority. If y'all gonna tell us Africa is smaller, knowing it's damn near 3 times bigger, or you can fit all these other countries into just an Africa, and you want me to tell, and it's that big, and you want me to tell me that we're the minority in America? No, we're not. Seeing as how people of color was here before the white people. Now, because black people, they were They was called Indians. You know, there's a lot of black people that was Cherokee, this, that. They was Indians, dark, blah, blah, look like me. I got some Indian in my blood. So they got all these people here. You telling me these white people came over and killed everybody? Made them do this, made them. They ain't that high tech. I think they giving themselves too much damn credit. That's what I think. I'm starting to believe that now. I'm starting to think everything we learned, a lot of what we learned about slavery and how these white Europeans came over with critical, they just start lying and robbing and taking over this, that, blah, blah. In your mind, if you reading that as a kid, that tells you that these folks is superior. They come over here and made y'all slaves because they're better and stronger and smarter than y'all. Bullshit. Bullshit. You telling me come on, man. Are y'all waking up? I'm starting to wake up. This is some lies. This is some bullshit. I don't believe that. Nah, I doubt that these niggas had enough power to come over here on a boat and take over all of America. Come on, man. Come on. And if it was black people here, even Indian, all of America, knock it off, bro. No. And I could be wrong, but fuck no. I don't believe that no more. I'm tired of believing that shit. I don't believe it no more. It can't be right. I'm sorry. Too much lies, too much deceptions. Now we are getting into this age of truth. Cat Williams started this shit off. He said a lot of shit getting exposed this year, but that I'm starting to believe is straight bullshit. Straight bullshit. Straight bullshit. And then they say black people are strong, faster, more athletic, and blah, blah, and this, that, but yet we let y'all come over here and turn us into slaves. No, I think the slaves y'all got was from Africa that the black people sold to y'all, and those are the ones that y'all over here putting in these textbooks, because I know for damn sure probably wasn't none of my ancestors no fucking slave. Yeah, that's how we talking. We wasn't no slave. Y'all lied to us. Y'all lied to us. Y'all lied to us. I don't care. I'm standing on that. Y'all lied to us. I no longer believe that. I no longer believe that. Ain't no way in hell. We bigger, faster, stronger, but y'all come over here and take us and turn us into slaves? What type of bullshit is that? Come on, man, knock it off. Just think with me here. I understand people probably were slaves, and but everybody? So were the Indian slaves? They just didn't want no Indian slaves? They just used black slaves? The Indians was never slaves? What sense would that make? That would make no sense. If they were here first, before the blacks and all that, why wouldn't they slaves? Why wouldn't you don't think they would have been slaves instead of dying? Come on, man. Come on, man. Something ain't adding up, bro. But yeah, these people, white liberals, the most dangerous, like, bro, these folks, I'm telling you, tell me you liberal, you white, hey, stay the fuck away from my business. Don't come nowhere near me with nothing. I don't want nothing to do with y'all, because y'all for real crazy and out y'all's mind. White liberals, woo. Extremists, bro. Extremists, misinformed, unexperienced, like inexperienced. I'm sorry. I said unexperienced. Inexperienced. Y'all need to get out in the real world. Get you some black friends. Go travel, see the world different, man. So y'all can just lighten up, because boy, y'all gonna fuck this whole nation up. Leave it to y'all gonna fuck this whole nation up. Woo, liberals, man. Oh yeah, and if y'all like this, hit the like button. If you love this, hit the subscribe button. But it's your boy, Phoenix, Ruffle Feathers TV. We out of here.